So first up, we're going to be checking out Chris McFeely's Transformers, The Basics of the Primes. I'm assuming this is going to be more than just one continuity because the Primes are all over much of Transformers lore as far as I know. And I know there's 12 or 13 of them, and that number is somehow in contention. I'm not sure why, but we're probably going to find out exactly about that. So let's jump into it. The basics.
In the coming months, the Titans Return toy line.
Oh, I recognize this art style. Very pointy, very streamlined. Yeah, this is actually the Prime's TV, or the Prime TV show.
Will give way to Power of the Primes, centered around the original 13 Primes from
Oh, it actually was 13. I was right. That's weird.
ancient Cybertronian history. But who are these robots? And just what is a Prime anyway? You may be surprised to learn that in the very earliest years of the Transformers franchise, Prime didn't...
I'm sorry. You cannot convince me this is not just some guy wearing a Transformers suit. He has a freaking mustache and a helmet on top of what looks like skin. That just... I mean, he's wearing the Autobot symbol, but oh, sure. Okay, let's just go with that one.
mean anything. It wasn't a title or a rank, it was just Optimus Prime's surname, which early Marvel Comics stories showed he had long before he became Autobot leader.
Oh.
It wasn't until 1986's The Transformers the movie that the word began to take on any greater meaning, when the Matrix of...
Oh, okay, so here's the thing. Some of my earliest experiences with Transformers were, okay, Beast Wars. And then this. Like, this right here... I love this movie, unironically. I want to show this movie to my wife. I don't think she'll get it. I don't think she'll care. But she'll probably put up with me because it'll involve me going, oh, this is so cool. In the same way, when she has something that she really wants to watch, I know she'll love it. I don't care if I'm going to like it or not. I want to watch it regardless. But I didn't realize this movie was such a big point in the lore, just because it was initially made, as far as I remember, to kill off the old cast and bring in the new cast so they could sell new toys. Except they also made an amazing movie. Also, Andre, thank you for the... Is that a disco ball? I think that's a disco ball. Oh yeah, it's a disco ball. Oh, that's cool.
leadership passed from Optimus Prime to Hot Rod and transformed the young Autobot into Rodimus Prime. Other previous leaders who had carried the Matrix would later appear in the cartoon, but they weren't named at the time. It was the Marvel comic that took the concept to its logical conclusion a few years later, when...
Huh. Marvel pushing forward lore. Should be a joke in there somewhere.
It established that all Matrix bearers before Optimus had Prime in their names as well, from Optimus's predecessor Sentinel Prime back to the first Matrix bearer, Prima. Though it stood in open and unresolved contradiction to those early stories, Prime was now clearly established to be the title of the Autobot who bore the Matrix, and was derived from the name of the Transformers god, Primus. Over time, however, the significance of the Prime title became diluted.
I don't know this one at all. Was this like a later TV show prior to Beast Wars? You know, I thought I knew a lot of them, but no, apparently I don't. Also, now Andre gave a star as well. Neat! The stickers are cool.
More and more characters started carrying it, most notably in Japan, where primes were known as convoys, and where it was actively reduced to a military rank held by multiple characters simultaneously.
I want to say that looks like the Beast Wars head, but it's an anime, not CG, so I feel like I'm missing so much right now. It was probably something weird. Oh, also Duck 1, goddamn 2. I'm tired, so Burst Transmission 2.0, Mother Courage life cycle. Why does Mother Courage sound familiar? I don't know what that is. That's a Japanese only show? Oh, okay, that would do it. Also, the stickers are just cool. I don't know what they do, but I just think it's cool. And since when was Optimus a lion? Right? I'm not the only one going crazy here, am I? I mean, more than usual, but still, it counts.
Simultaneously. They did try to keep the rank tied to the Matrix, as each convoy carried a power source known as an Energon Matrix, cast in the original's image, but by the mid-2000s...
It's like I've seen so much of this design, but I don't know anything about it, and it looks so incredibly foreign to me. I'm having so much Uncanny Valley right now. Oh, the Mother Courage was from... Ah, Never mind. I know exactly what this is. I'm going to pull this one up in a second.
2000s, it had become so genericized that the Unicron trilogy was using it for commanders who had no matrix of any kind.
Seriously? Oh, yeah, because the Unicron trilogy started with Armada, which I've heard was actually really good. I saw parts of it, but then I've been told that the rest of it is a thing, and let's just leave it at that. Also, Andre, thank you for the jewels. Oh, no, you spent sparkles. You spent jewels to get sparkles. I still don't know what the jewels are. YouTube's using them. I don't know what they mean. Sparkles are cool, though.
This dilution bled back over into English language media too, reaching a low point with Transformers Animated.
I don't know what this show is. I've never seen it before, but I hate it. I hate this style of animation. All I can think is Teen Titans Go, but they decide to do the Transformers. Is that fair? No. Nope, it's really not. But it looks like someone's trying to do the, we have Teen Titans Go at home, except everything about that show is a slap in the face, including to the people making it. I swear they're trying to get themselves canceled, and yet somehow the jokes keep working because they think that'll be what gets them canceled. I know more about random jokes they snuck in there to try and see what they can get past censors, and then unfortunately it makes it through and no one is complaining because they like it. I have complicated feelings about this. Also, I'm being told it's actually a pretty good show. Oh, according to Iron Cyber, yeah, it is. Sorry, it's the style. It's an art style thing for me. I don't think I can get into it just because of the way it's drawn, looking so flat. Like, even the heads, but then he has such a bulbous chin. I mean, I'm the last person to ever complain about that, but something about it I just don't like it. It might be fine. Apparently it's fine. I can't get with it. It's literally just the art choice. Doesn't look bad, I should mention. It's like, I'm not saying the art's bad. I'm just not a fan.
Which multiple prime-ranked Autobots served
See, again, here,
higher rank.
It went from, I can deal with this one, to I'm not really a big fan of it. It looks like the Crimson Chin, that's why. And I can't take it seriously because it's reminding me of a joke series. Oh, that's why. It's the association. And yeah, Sturg just mentioned Crimson Chin. Yep. Also, Croc, there's no remake of the Teen Titans cartoon? Yeah. Yep.
Supreme Commander Ultra Magnus. Hasbro didn't like seeing the term applied so freely, and took to actively curtailing its use in toy lines so that it wouldn't lose its special meaning. None of the Unicron trilogy convoys were named Primes in Hasbro's version of the series, besides Optimus himself, and some animated characters even had their names changed so their toys wouldn't bear the title.
Really?
To reaffirm the specialness of being a Prime, Hasbro soon laid out a new vision for exactly what that meant. A vision that first took form.
Wait. Is this going to be the weird instance of a Michael Bay movie being a good choice? Also, sure, you were calling me the Crimson Chin? I mean, I've heard it before. Mine's only slightly larger. But, you know what? I'm going to ignore everything I just said because I don't like the connotations.
In 2009's Revenge of the Fallen, which went far beyond just being a rank or a title, and which remains the way that it has been used in all major media since.
Nope, it was exactly what I feared. The Michael Bay movies were apparently a canonical part of how the entire franchise has moved forward. Huh. Also, Duck, total Hasbro death when? Whenever the lawsuits about them and Wizards mismanagement go through by both stockholders and employees. Because there's two of them. I'm not sure what happened.
Today, being a Prime is treated as a divine birthright, an innate quality, not something a bot can become just by adding the word to the end of their name. As put simply by Optimus Prime in dialogue deleted from Revenge of the Fallen, Primes are born, not made. Though many bots have held the title, Optimus is now typically presented as the first true Prime to have existed since the original Primes created by Prime.
Because this would be the games, which we saw an entire coverage of a bit ago. And this is where everything was showing about how he was just Optimus, but he was named Prime, but he didn't take it. Although this is a weird choice to show in the background, considering there were people called Prime in this prior to him. Huh.
with every bearer of the name to have existed between them and him, like the fascist Nova Prime,
What?
the unscrupulous Sentinel Prime,
Know about him.
or the imperious Zeta Prime.
Oh, yeah, this guy. If you didn't exist, we would have a very alternate continuity where Transformers would be slice of life. You know, I was going to make a joke about that, but unironically, that sounds like such a weird take on the franchise that I would love to see it. Neat. Also, what's up, Isidian?
Being a pretender to the throne. And that brings us to the topic of those original primes. Their story is a complex one, which began in 2004 in the pages of
Wait, only 2004? You know, I was about to say, that doesn't seem like so long ago. Then I realized that's 22 years. This is historic. I keep hurting myself by saying these things. Oh, God.
Transformers: The Ultimate Guide, a guidebook written by longtime comic book scribe Simon Furman.
I am so jealous. Oh, it's double! He has deep bookshelves, and they're double booked. Oh, I am so jealous. Oh.
In this book, Furman introduced the idea that, before creating the whole Transformer race, Primus first birthed a group of 13 Cybertronians to help him claim victory in his battle with Unicron. Now, Furman was likely taking some inspiration for the concept from The Covenant, a group of 12 Zodiac-themed Transformers he had invented for a story exclusive to BotCon, the official Transformers convention in 1999, who were...
Oh. I've never even heard of these, but again, if they're very much just this convention exclusive, that makes sense why I never heard of it.
Primus's test run before creating the Cybertronian race. But where the Covenant had all been original characters, the few members of the 13 named in the Ultimate Guide were pre-existing figures drawn from previous Transformers media. But most of the group went unnamed and remained a mystery. A mystery that Hasbro really latched onto. Over the next half-decade,
so I'm going to say something that I really don't like. I joke about not liking when companies make good choices. Often when I make jokes about Konami, generally other than what they've done with a few people, it's a bad thing. But yeah. Also, Duck, you did get the Forever Winter video. Yep, I got it pulled off to the side. And Iron, I'm just going to pull up your comments as well so people see. Oh, you can actually see them on the screen. Neat. Here we go. Someone said it was about Burst. Nah, I missed it. Other options I was leaning towards the most horrific deeds of the Primes or Transformers' craziest crossovers. Cthulhu, zombies, and ponies? I'm sorry, there's an official Transformers Ponies crossover. You know, considering how many things the leaders of My Little Pony have done that are actually just war crimes, and they just kind of gloss over that, they fit right in.
They began to flesh out the group's ranks with original characters and developed a complex lore for them that was, at first, slowly...
Oh, Iron, you meant Rose's analysis of the trailer itself? Oh, no, I pulled up the actual trailer. If I'm wrong, let me find out right after this.
Drip-fed through obscure sources like convention panels, online Q&As, and the Transformers Collectors Club comic. This lore presented the 13 as incredible...
As going and having been to Earth before. Also, he just has solar panel wings. And very gilded. I would love this as a toy. Like, unironically, I just like shiny things. This would just be cool.
Incredibly powerful beings, each said to perform a unique role or represent a unique aspect of Cybertronian life, and all designated as primes. But in keeping with the new definition of the term as an innate quality, not conferred by a title.
Also, I'm being told by Magtar, of course, was a crossover. They're both owned by Hasbro. Yeah, I don't like to think about that. Hasbro is really good at not doing things.
Only some of them actually had the word in their names. If you've ever tried to read about the 13, one of the most confusing and complicated elements of their history you're likely to have come up against is the fact that, like Primus and Unicron before them, Hasbro presented them as singular beings in the Transformers multiverse. Unique entities who existed in all universes and were the same in each of them. Now, I talked about this phenomenon before in
Yeah, because we know there's only ever been one Optimus, who's always the exact same way every time. There's been way too many interpretations, though, for that to be the case.
Episode 4 of the basics, but in the case of the Primes, as they moved from appearing in more obscure fan...
Wait, is this a live action? I have no idea what this is from. It's probably one of the Bay movies or successor to Bay movies I just never got around to.
Targeted media to mainstream mass market works,
Huh.
it proved an unsustainable approach. As their story began to be told in more detail, most notably in the Revenge of the Fallen movie, and then the
Wait, that was Revenge of the Fallen? Oh, I don't remember that at all.
Transformers Prime cartoon, the characters' histories in each new telling proved increasingly incompatible, with even the group's size and membership starting to differ from story to story.
So in other words, it's becoming one of those, here's the template that we work off of, not a consistency between universes. Are they at least internally consistent to the series they're in?
Which resulted in more and more out-of-universe, rule-rewriting, quantum mechanics gobbledygook to justify the differences.
Yeah.
Consequently, the whole idea was eventually abandoned and written out via some more quantum jargon by the Collectors Club in 2015.
Really?
Meaning there are now various totally different versions of the Prime story spread out across different universes, just as there are with every other Transformer.
Also, there's a bunch of Transformers everywhere and just random wolf. Okay, sure.
Transformers character, and you don't have to pull your hair out trying to figure out how they're all supposed to fit together. But before we talk about those different stories, let's talk about exactly who the Primes are. As noted, membership in the group has fluctuated, but Hasbro created a canon list of 13 for the aligned continuity, which has since been used consistently across all major modern media. Some of these characters have interesting and involved histories of their own that'll make them good subjects for future episodes of the basics. But for now, the Primes are Prima, Warrior of Light.
Oh, so these are probably the different looks they've been given. We initially saw the first one, which was super simple because first one. But then we saw this one, which is just going full on. You know, I'm going to say something that might offend a few people. He looks like the Warrior of Light if he was a Transformer, which is exactly what he's probably meant to be.
Original bearer of the Matrix, wielder of the Starsaber, introduced in the Marvel comic. Vector Prime, guardian of time and space, created for Transformers Cybertron.
Oh, that's where he came from? I'm going to be honest, the art over here looks cooler just because robot beard. I don't know why, but I kind of like it now. It's weird. I'm going to stick with it, though. It's also probably the brass theme. I've always been a fan.
Alpha Trion, records keeper of the Primes and...
Wait, that was actually... He was in here earlier and he had a different helmet. No, the helmet was the same. I thought that was a person in a suit. No, apparently it's an actual Prime. He just has a Fu Manchu. Okay. Also, I'm being told he's literally called the Warrior of Light. And Solus Prime being betrayed by Nemesis Prime was heartbreaking. I don't know what any of that means yet.
Custodian of the megacomputer Vector Sigma, who debuted in the Generation 1 cartoon. Solus Prime, the first female Cybertronian, blacksmith of the Primes, who created many of their artifacts and weapons. Micronus Prime, the first Minicon. Alchemist Prime,
Why does this guy look like he should be named Igor? Not Igor, very different.
Student of the elements, bit of a drinker. Nexus Prime, the first combiner, able to create more of his kind with his Enigma of Combination. Onyx Prime, the first Cybertronian with a beast form.
Oh.
Amalgamus Prime, the father of transformation, from whom the transformation cog is descended.
Oh, wait, so all the other ones didn't transform at all? Oh, that's a weird bit of lore. Also, does that mean you can just get random shape? If they ever made a model for him, it has to have like a dozen different combinations he can go into. Huh.
Quintus Prime, scientist and creator of life.
I'm sorry, what?
Is descended. Quintus Prime.
That thing is supposed to be a Prime with the fleshy and the Okay. That's a choice. That is definitely a choice.
Scientist and creator of life, progenitor of the Quintessons. Liege Maximo, liar and manipulator, representative of evil as a natural counterforce to good, and who first appeared in Marvel's Generation 2 comic book.
Yeah, if that's not something Megatron related, I will be so surprised at this point. Also, they made a Prime who's just, I have to be evil now. Okay. Made him look very regal, though. Also, Duck, it would be a mess to transform? Yeah, but I'm weird. I like hyper-complex transformations. It's fun. The more simple it is, the less I enjoy it.
Megatronus.
Also, I'm being told it was the Quintessons. Wait. Megatronus? Okay, I guess the last one was not the Megatron XP.
Warrior of darkness and entropy, who became known as the Fallen when his name was stricken from history after he was cast out for
Oh, he was actually canon? I thought they just made him for the show or the movie. Huh. Okay.
betrayal to become the first Decepticon and who debuted
Oh. Also, I'm being told by Obsidian, nope, that's actually Shockwave doing some time travel shenanigans. That would make sense.
in Dreamwave Productions comic books. Megatronus' betrayal is a key element in all versions of the Prime's story. In Furman's original telling, he joined forces with Unicron, forcing his siblings to banish him and his Dark Master across the dimensions.
So, the Prime of Evil wasn't the traitor right away. I'm assuming eventually he just does it regardless. Huh. Also, Tutor, Solmus was not made evil from the beginning. He chose to be evil. He was supposed to be about sneaky part of ruling. He got lost in the sauce. Ah. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, that crashed. And according to Pylo, I believe the others eventually got T-Cogs from Amalgamus. Also, he usually is depicted as Metal Shogoth. Oh, dude, that's so cool. I would love to see that. It would be dumb, but I would love it.
In the live-action movies, his desire to destroy Earth's sun turned him against his brothers, leading them to sacrifice their lives to stop his plans. In the aligned
Huh. You think there's like only one sun or something? Okay, sure.
continuity, after defeating Unicron, the Primes fell to war with one another when Liege Maximo's cruel manipulations led Megatronus to kill Solus Prime in a fit of rage. This war marked the end of the Age of Primes, and they mostly left Cybertron, retreating to their other-dimensional realm of the Primes. But they would play a role in the 2015 Robots in Disguise cartoon, with Micronus training Optimus to combat the return of Megatronus. IDW's comic books have
Oh, I guess that would play into it. I'm going to be honest, I can't take Alchemist Prime seriously. I look at this guy and all I can think is he looks like the comedic relief, which is probably what he was actually used for. I mean, it's an alchemist. He has to get high on his own supply.
taken the story of the 13 in a somewhat different direction.
Also, I'm being told from Insane. Actually, I'm just going to pull up this comment right now because everyone else can see it then. He tricked Megatronus into killing his lover and framed him for the crime. Damn. Still interacting with mortals under the guise of mech name Macadam. He owns a bar. Naturally. Oh, God. That's actually pretty cool.
Since, in this universe, they're not
Full Metal
Primus' first
Alchemist.
creations, but rather the leaders of the 13 tribes that formed on the planet during its prehistory. As in
Oh.
aligned continuity, they fell to war after Megatronus killed Solus and went on to vanish from Cybertron. But their shadow has been hanging over the IDW universe for several years. Multiple colony worlds founded by the Primes have featured in the series.
They had colonies outside of Cybertron? Yeah, that makes sense considering there's supposed to be other species, but just for some reason it seems weird to say that.
Onyx Prime's return has been foreshadowed, and Liege Maximo has recently escaped from exile, all pointing towards a seemingly inevitable climax in the comics tie-in to Power of the Primes.
How old is this video anyways at this point? It's 8 years old. Oh, okay, so there's probably things that have happened since then.
But you might have noticed, that's only 12 Primes.
Yes.
The 13th and final Prime is a figure of mystery, his name also forgotten by history like Megatronus's. In the aligned continuity, he was the uniter who brought his brothers and sisters together as one, but when the Age of Primes came to an end...
Considering this is Transformers, I need to ask, is that a literal as one? Like everyone combines into Super Prime? Or literally just Primus himself? Actually, I could see it going either way.
The 13th Prime chose to give up his life to ignite the Well of All Sparks, the font from which all Cybertronian life was subsequently birthed, only to emerge from the well reincarnated without his memories of his past life as Orion Pax, who would later become Optimus Prime. IDW continuity is less clear on the matter. There, the 13th is known only as the Arisen, and while many have come to believe that Optimus Prime is this legendary figure, Optimus himself doesn't believe in such things. And for the sake of completeness...
I think it would be funny if one of them just chose to make it Starscream because That would be one hell of a what the fuck moment. Although some of his depictions have been to the point where that would make sense, though. Also, I'm being told yes and no. Megazorg. Oh, God.
Alternate members featured in more obscure stories have included Logos Prime, also known as Sound Blaster from Transformers Cybertron, Autonomous Maximus.
Okay, look at this and tell me that's not a Fallout reference somehow. I don't know why, but it's probably the rust and the heads that they keep using in Fallout. They just make me look at this and think, yeah, this is someone who watched a lot or played a lot of Fallout. It's probably not inspired by that, but that's where my mind goes.
AKA the last Autobot from the Marvel comic, and various members of the Guiding Hand, the
Also, I'm being told by Doc, the IDW comic ended. I don't think this plot went anywhere. Oh. Well, that's a thing, unfortunately.
Pantheon of Gods introduced in IDW's comics. Just this very week, IDW even introduced Septimus Prime, a 14th Prime who was slain by Megatronus during the consolidation of the 13 tribes. But going forward, it seems unlikely that these extra characters will be revisited. Hasbro has their list of 13.
Sorry. I despise these ultra simple Transformers. I know it's meant for little kids, but I grew up when they were complex as fuck, man. And I could never actually make them work, but I love the challenge.
Each about to be immortalized as Prime Master action figures in the Power of the Primes toy line. Except for that ever-mysterious 13th Prime, who'll be represented instead by the Matrix itself. Beyond that, exactly what spin the toy line and tie-in cartoon will choose to put on the Prime story. Also,
I'm being told, Fred Duck, they lost the license 4 years ago. Wait, IDW lost the license? Or am I missing out on something here? Also, Tutor, you messed up. Solus was betrayed by Megatronus. The weapons used the name Nemesis Cannon, made by Solus. Oh, she got shot by the cannon she made. God damn.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see. And you know what? That's just Prime.
Okay, you got
and those are the basics.
He earned that one. He earned that one. Ah, the pun right at the end. I can't say it's a bad choice, but I like some of the continuity that IDW did, but at the same time, it's still Hasbro linked, and I have so many mixed feelings about that because Hasbro is really good about not being really good. I mean, they're basically killing Magic, killing D&D. And I just got told now that apparently IDW, either they lost the license and ended, or they ended and then they lost the license, so the Transformers continuity ended. I want to know more, but at the same time, it's like, I'm going to find out more things. And it's like, this is awesome. What happened? Oh, it's dead. Oh, I got so many mixed feelings about this. It's so cool, though. Basically what I'm saying is, you guys know the deal. There's a link below to the original video. If there's something I should check out specifically about this, let me know. And I'll let chat know if I ever go live, because they'll probably have a good idea what to figure out to check out next. Because I don't know what I'm looking at, but it's just so freaking cool. And again, links, hit them up. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.